Girls Will Be Girls is a quietly breathtaking film.
Don't you think it's weird?
It includes several remarkable debuts, starting with writer-director Shuchi Talati. This is her first feature, and she weaves this coming-of-age story of 18-year-old Meera with tenderness, frankness, and delicacy. Female teenage sexuality has rarely been captured with this sensitivity and nuance in an Indian film. Second, it's the debut of Prati P Rahi, who plays Meera. Priti is the find of the year. Without a trace of strain or drama, she captures the myriad emotions coursing through Meera as she discovers passion, sexuality, unbridled rage, a sort of twisted jealousy, resentment, disappointment, and eventually comfort. And third, the film is the debut of Richa Chadda and Ali Fazal as producers. Their company is called Pushing Buttons Studios. Girls Will Be Girls does this with skill and uncommon grace. The story is set in a conservative boarding school in the Himalayan foothills. Meera is a model student. She's the first girl to be selected as head prefect. Her duties include leading students to take the school oath in which they swear to, quote unquote, honor age-old Indian culture. Here the rules mostly apply to the girls. Socks must be rolled up, skirts must touch the knees, nail polish is forbidden. Meera follows these rules and enforces them, even as she aces all her tests. But her discipline takes a hit when she meets the new boy, Shir, played with exactly the right mix of charisma and callousness by Kesav Binoy Kiran, who also makes his debut. And aggravating this combustible mix of awkwardness, heat, unbearable ache and urgency is Meera's mother, Anila, played superbly by Kani Kusruti. Anila is as fascinating as Meera. She studied at the same boarding school and has a house nearby. She moves here whenever Meera has exams. Anila has had a love marriage, but now a distance seems to have crept in. There is something unfulfilled about her. She's a woman looking not so much for companionship, but even just a conversation. Anila wants to be a supportive mother, and she allows Shri to come home. His own parents are curiously absent. In one scene, he says, "My parents do their thing and I do mine." But mother and daughter become rivals for his attention.
He's a nice boy. He's very mature for his age.
This is tricky terrain. Even a minor misstep could have derailed the rhythms of these relationships. But Shuchi weaves their fragile emotions with absolute precision. Little is spoken, but we see the rifts in glances, charged silences, and close-ups of hands. And note the small moments. In one scene, Anila brings out cups of tea to the table for herself and Shri, but Meera must go to the kitchen to get hers. There are sequences in which the interactions get distinctly uncomfortable, but Shuchi doesn't judge her characters. This is a film led by empathy, and Shuchi keeps the tension simmering until eventually it boils over. Little in Girls Will Be Girls is predictable. The narrative goes to places that you did not see coming. Quite simply, it is one of the finest films of the year. Don't miss it. For more reviews like this, subscribe to The Hollywood Reporter India.